Thank you, Mr. Van Den.
Thank you, John, for coming over to Malaysia.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Yes.
I understand that you are the licensee for the education practice and the corporate practice of Franklin Covey in Mongolia. Welcome to the Franklin Covey team. In particular for the education practice, the leader in me is a powerful material for character building of children. And I'm glad that you are talking to a few schools in Mongolia to take it to the children. Traditionally, the 7 Habits material has been available only to working adults, but in the last 15 years or so, it has made a significant impact to children in schools all over the world. And in Malaysia, we have at least about 7 schools who have adopted the Leader in Me as a platform to build good character in children. And as much as academic achievement in mathematics, science, history and English is required, it has to be along with character building. And so the Leader in Me is about helping shape children's characters so that as they grow to be adults, we have great human beings available in a beautiful nation like Mongolia. Anything else you'd like to
Thank you very much for that encouraging message and inspiring message. So we have around 5 schools already.
Alright.
So we have school called Arbis with 150 kids,
Wow.
which means 150 families plus faculty. It's about 180 families.
Alright.
Gorventimer who have 400 students with kindergarten as well. Then altogether maybe Gorventimer families around more than 550 families.
Right.
And then another school called Mongolia, school with 1,600 students.
Right.
Altogether maybe 1,800 families.
Wow.
So then, and then also City Institute. It's one of the first university who are implementing the 7 habits of highly effective college students.
Right.
So we have roughly 4 clients who are eager to, who made a 3-year contract with us to be the model schools for Mongolia market, where we have around 700-800 schools in Mongolia. So that for my current clients and also their students and parents, how would you greet? And then I would like to seek your official greeting to us, my clients.
Okay, it's nice. It's good to say a few words to John's clients in Mongolia. We are very pleased that the Leader in Me is going to be available to schools. And the interesting part is this: as much as the Leader in Me is meant for the children who study in schools, the impact is profound at the family level. And sometimes I say the best lessons I have learned as a parent is from my own children. So can you imagine children taking the 7 habits are actually going to be teaching the parents on how to become successful as human beings. It's not only about making money, it's about making money with good character. That is the real benefit of the Leader in Me. It's about making it in life the right way rather than any way.
So then the benefit of the Leader in Me is not only for the faculty development, school management development, students, but also the parents.
Also the parents. In fact, that's probably the biggest win.
Biggest benefit.
I have 3 children myself, and I often say that the best lessons of life I learned are from my children. And can you imagine the children who are going to be exposed to principles through the Leader in Me? They're going to impact the parents more than anybody else.
My goodness. So then would you say your maybe 3 children time to time could be your mentor or coach?
They are.
They are?
They are.
My goodness.
Although they're grown up now,
Yeah.
but as they were growing up, they were our mentors and coaches. Life's lessons are best learned from your own children.
So you have tons of books here,
Yeah.
dozens of books, or hundreds of books,
Yeah.
and it's somehow related to 7 habits or maybe non-7 habits,
Yeah.
self-development or literature books.
Right.
Out of reading all these books, how would you say about 7 habits? So why 7 habits? Especially from Malaysia. Yes, 7 habits is known to the world, translated into 34 languages, 40 million being sold, but why for Malaysia, especially you?
whether it is for Malaysia or anybody else, I think the biggest takeaway from the 7 habits is really about principles. And it is not about principles that are handed down to a person from outside. It's principles that are already within the person. And the 7 habits sparks the light that helps you recognize that you already have it within you. And the 7 habits affirms and confirms that to be successful in life, the key is to live according to correct principles. And that is the biggest what they call motivating factor for a lot of people to embrace the 7 habits. You have it within you, and the 7 habits makes that unique connection that sometimes most other books don't, and that makes it probably one of the best books of all time. Whether it is a business book or a self-help book, it's probably one of the best books of all time.
Do you hear yourself, or maybe among your clients, or maybe the readers of Malaysia, that reading the 7 habits of highly effective people is tough and maybe sometimes boring, and then it's not really easy to understand? Why is it so? Because it's really accumulation of 150 years of success stories, personal achievements. Why it has all these stories, most likely it's stories, but they're not really easy to understand and then get the benefit from the book.
I don't think so. I guess sometimes people feel it is difficult to understand because of their station in life. But people have had some educational as well as working experiences. They will be able to relate to the 7 habits. It's a very readable book. And Dr. Covey, the late Dr. Covey, has written based on his personal experiences. So often when you read, you can see yourself in the book.
Yes.
So it's easy to relate, but sometimes people might feel it is a bit difficult because they haven't reached that station in life. That could be
Right. So it's related to this stage where they are today. So then maybe we could start with 7 habits teens, maybe 6 decisions.
Absolutely.
Leader in Me books.
Absolutely.
Well, once we are already adaptable to the 7 habits, understanding the key concepts, then maybe the final, stage on the peak is the 7 habits people.
And followed by the 8th habit book too.
Yes, that's great. Thank you very much, Mandian.
Thank you so much.
It's a great conversation. Thank you for your greetings.
Thank you.
Yes.
All the best. Welcome.
Thank you very much.